Hello everyone and welcome to the Reddit Railway. My name is Victor and I'll be your driver. Today I have 3 customer submitted stories to share, so all aboard! When I was in high school, I vividly remember a day when I was sitting in my seat and the girl next to me, let's call her Karen, was being annoying and rude. She asked me a question. I don't believe the question can be spoken on YouTube. For a bit more context, we had a substitute. I'm adopted and my entire family is white. I was mixed. The Karen, however, is full black. She would take my notes and overall get on my nerves. This had been going on for the past 4 years. That day, I finally broke. She insulted my family, saying that I couldn't answer her question because my family were stupid whites. What I did next was wrong, and neither of us did something that is right. I got up, grabbed my book, and threw it at her, unintentionally hitting her in the face and yelled at her. My ex-classmate said it was quite terrifying seeing the good kid get so mad and his face red, yelling at the top of his lungs. When I had stopped yelling, I was removed from the class and taken to the office. I was suspended, and to avoid trouble, the school said the incident came from talking about religious beliefs. The Karen was religious and quite mean about it. On top of that, the Karen had no punishment, and the school had not been following my IEP. I have awful ADD. I still hate the Karen to this day, and so do I. Fuck you, Karen. Where do you get off insulting another person's family? I can't blame you for acting out like that, OP, and what your school did or didn't do was deplorable, writing off racism as religious beliefs, and not following OP's legally binding individualized education program. Since you hold religion in such regard, I hope almighty Zeus throws a couple of lightning bolts your way. I'm sorry you had to go through all that, OP, and I really hope things got better for you. Anyway, let's move on to the next story. I work at a grocery store that's near my house in a friendly area. I always like to go there because of the great service and products for sale, and I had the best time working there. I could make my own schedule, I had friends to talk to, and whenever I went shopping there, I could use the special employee discount card. However, there was one setback to all this. Every now and then I would notice a man in the store who acted like a shifty character, and he always had an unpleasant look on his face. I had no idea who he was or what his deal was. All I knew was that he's always in the store during weekends, and it feels like he's staring at me. Usually I just ignored him and assumed that I was just telling myself he was staring at me out of paranoia. One night when I had to work late and close the store, he came in to buy coffee and I had to help him check out. While I was scanning, I asked him if he was doing okay, and he said, "Life's been tough for me, you know." I could relate to this, being a college student and working a job. I offered him some advice. Even if things don't feel good today, there's always tomorrow. He agreed and left the store. For a while I've been on good terms with the man, whose name is Ralph, and I would even go so far as to call him a friend. Then one day there were a few customers and I was working the cashier when a masked man came in and said, "Give me the money," holding a knife. Terrified, I started emptying the register when someone shouted, "Leave him alone." It was Ralph, holding a gun and telling the robber to leave immediately. As soon as he was gone, Ralph gave me a smile and a wink. I can say that he is truly a store helper. Yes, he is. Talk about right place, right time. And that was some good advice you offered him. We could all benefit from that. Oh, and I did ask OP if they ever caught the would-be robber. No, they didn't. But hopefully that encounter made him think twice about trying to hold up a business. And now we'll move on to the final story. So it's 2006 and my mother surprised me by taking me to the day out with Thomas. I was pretty stoked. Thomas the Tank Engine had always been my favorite growing up, and this was when I was 5. I was extremely excited when I got to take a picture with him, and when I looked at the picture, I thought I saw Thomas winking, but when I looked again, he wasn't doing it anymore. Thomas blew his whistle and I could hear him say goodbye and thanks for coming. If Thomas is reading this, I want him to know that he has helped me through my depression and has helped me since that day. God bless his soul and all the engines on the island of Sodor too. Oh, that's real sweet of you to say. Glad you had a good time and that me and my mates have been able to help you out. That's what a really useful engine does, right, Thomas? And don't you forget it. I don't think I ever will. Thanks for sharing your story, OP. Likewise to everyone else. Anyway, we've come to the end of our journey. Thank you for traveling on the Reddit Railway, and we hope to see you again soon.